Hey folks, it's William with All Solar Texas. If you want to find out what are the top 3 reasons Texans go solar, stay tuned. I'll break it down for you in this video. All right, before we dive in, please make sure to hit that subscribe button and don't forget to contact us, reach out to us. If you've been watching our channel long, you know that we focus on educational content. We're really trying to protect consumers, Texans in particular, from all of the sleazy, out-of-state solar companies coming in, going door to door and doing these dirty, rotten used car sales tactics and tricks. We just want to make sure that you're educated on the product. We want to make sure that you understand what your options are, and we want to make sure that you get a fair deal. So reach out to us if you're in the market for going solar, or if you've already gone solar and you just have questions about how your system's operating. We're here to consult with you. Just drop us an email, send us a text message, call us, check out our website, and we're here to help and we respond quickly. All right, so the number one Texans decide to go solar is to save money. Now, I'll be completely honest. You're not always going to save money. It all depends on where you are at in Texas, what part of the grid and what your utility is. We have certain utilities that are charging outrageous prices, 25 cents per kilowatt hour, 29 cents per kilowatt hour, and going solar really pays off in those parts of Texas. So if you're in Encore or Center Point and you have a retail energy provider that you signed up for on a specific point in the year, or maybe those rates were 18, 19, 20 cents and above, you're definitely going to save money when going solar. But if you're in part of these utility areas within Texas where the utility rates are really low, like here in the Bryan College Station area, we have College Station Utilities, which is only at about 11 cents per kilowatt hour, and we have BTU, which is only at 8 cents per kilowatt hour. So if you're in a low utility rate area, you're not really going to save money by going solar. So I always encourage those customers to just wait. If you're enjoying really low rates and you're really looking at saving money, then the best thing that you could do is just to decrease your electric consumption. So invest in more energy efficient appliances, maybe cut down on some of your electric consumption, and that's going to be the only option that you can have to save money, maybe adding some attic insulation. But going solar is not going to save you money if you're in the 8, 9, 10 cents per kilowatt hour, especially if you're looking to finance. With financing, they tack on all these additional charges plus interest. And so if you're in the 8 to 12 cents per kilowatt hour range and you're looking to finance, it's not going to save you money. It's not going to be a good deal for you. So just wait until the utilities start raising their rates to where you actually will be able to save money by going solar, or just reduce your electric consumption. And then when your utility rates start to creep up and edge up, then reach out and give us a call. But those are the types of customers that I normally encourage to wait before going solar if their only goal is to save money. The number 2 reason Texans decide to go solar is because they want some kind of backup power. Now, going solar is not going to necessarily give you backup power in and of itself. You have to couple that solar system with batteries. Now, there's other forms of backup power that don't require solar. You could get a standby generator like a Generac, or a portable generator, or if you're just looking to back up a couple items in your home, like your computer, your TV, your refrigerator, you can get different types of batteries that are online that you can go to Amazon. They drop ship right to your house, and they're great backup power options. But for most of the Texans that I work with, going off grid or being completely independent from the grid during an outage where you have a whole home backup system, batteries and solar is a great solution. And the reason is because batteries just use the solar power that you're generating during the day. So as you deplete your battery, it recharges the next day when the sun comes up, versus a generator where you're having to rely on the flow of natural gas, or you're having to rely on propane, or you're having to rely on gasoline or diesel fuel if you have these dual fuel type of portable generators. Fuel is expensive and fuel runs out, which means you have to go out and stand in a line and repurchase fuel. If you are on solar batteries, then you just have to wait for the sun to come up the next day, and then that recharges your batteries, and then you're off and you're good to go. So with the different aspects of the grid that are super fragile right now, the grid's being beaten down by weather and by all these other different types of constraints and demands, more people moving to Texas. Texans are choosing to go solar because they want to pair it with the battery for backup power and for that energy independence and that resiliency. So that's the number 2 reason Texans go solar. All right, number 3 is to go green. Now, Texas is an oil and gas state, but we do have a lot of people moving here from outside of Texas, from states where there is a lot more solar, like California, New York, and some of these other states. And so when they get here, they're looking to go green, they're looking to invest in green energy, and they're very familiar with it, and it's not something that's very taboo. Now, on those types of customers, the customers that want to go green, there's always a hesitation that I naturally have, because I believe that renewable energy is a very good product and it is cleaner than some other forms of energy, like let's say coal, but it's not necessarily clean in the sense that it doesn't produce any carbon whatsoever. Now, solar does not produce carbon in the actual production of its electricity, but solar produces a lot of carbon during the manufacturing process. When the mining is going on, the minerals and the materials that are being mined in order to produce batteries and solar panels are coming from third world countries where there is no Environmental Protection Act in many cases. There are not a lot of labor laws to protect people, and so these things are being mined in a very, very dirty way. Then once the raw material comes out of the ground, it needs to be transported to the refinery. That's all being done through diesel engine powered transportation, like long haul truckers or shipping containers. And then once it gets to that raw mineral gets to the refinery, they're using dirty processes to refine that, because it's in a different country altogether where there's not the same level of regulations and environmental protections. And then once that raw material gets refined, then it gets put on a shipping container that's normally going to be oil or diesel powered, that is going to transport thousands of miles across oceans to finally get to the manufacturers here in the United States, where we can then take that refined material and then process it and package it and then ship it out. So when you're looking at going green, I would say that yes, solar and renewable energies are a cleaner source of energy, but they are not zero net carbon. They're not completely void of carbon and generating some kind of pollution. In fact, if you think about the entire life cycle of a panel, once a solar panel is done or a battery is done, that's going to go into a landfill somewhere. It's going to get recycled and not completely used. There's going to be parts of that battery, parts of that solar panel that end up in a landfill somewhere. So when you're looking at the entire life cycle, going green is not necessarily the best reason, in my opinion, to go solar, but it definitely is cleaner than other forms of energy. But let's be very clear that if you're thinking about going solar just to go green, you might want to consider doing other things instead, or pairing other types of behaviors with solar, such as reducing your electric consumption or reducing some of the different things that we consume that are not easily recyclable. All right, that's it. That's the top 3 reasons why Texans decide to go solar. So I'm very curious, which one are you? Are you number 1, number 2, or number 3? Please drop a comment below and let me know what type of customer you are and why you're looking to go solar if you're a Texan. I can't wait to hear from you. And lastly, reach out to us, send us an email, check out our website, check out the other content on our YouTube channel. It really helps if you subscribe, helps us grow that channel and reach more people. So thank you so much, and God bless.